15 inventors who built the modern world. Most people believe the modern world appeared suddenly electricity, machines, screens, cities that never sleep. But the truth is quieter and more unsettling. The world you live in was not designed by governments. It was not created by committees. It was imagined first inside solitary minds. Minds that saw possibilities where others saw nonsense. Minds that were ridiculed, ignored, and sometimes destroyed long before they were celebrated. This is not a story about inventions. It is a chronicle of minds that restructured reality itself. Before the modern world existed, life was dictated by nature. Night meant darkness. Distance meant isolation. Power belonged only to muscle and fire. Humanity adapted, but it did not yet control. Then a few individuals began to ask a radical question. What if nature could be negotiated with? What if force could be replaced with design? That question would fracture history. One of the first minds to truly challenge nature was James Watt. The steam engine existed before him, but Watt refined it, transforming it from curiosity into power. With that refinement came factories. With factories came cities. With cities came modern labor, class systems, and economic acceleration. Watt did not just improve a machine. He altered how time, work, and productivity were understood. After Watt, human effort was no longer the limit. Then came Michael Faraday, a man with no formal education in mathematics, yet a mind capable of bending reality. Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction, the principle behind electric motors and generators. Every light you switch on, every device that hums with power, exists because Faraday proved electricity could be controlled, not feared. He revealed that invisible forces govern the physical world, waiting for understanding. But understanding alone was not enough. Thomas Edison believed invention was not inspiration, but endurance. He failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Edison did not invent electricity, he made it usable. In doing so, he extended the human day beyond sunset. Night stopped being an ending. It became optional. Yet Edison was not alone. Nikola Tesla saw electricity differently. Where Edison wanted control, Tesla envisioned flow, alternating current, wireless energy, a world connected without cables. Tesla's ideas were too vast, too early, too threatening. He died poor, yet the modern electrical grid runs on his vision. Tesla reminds us of a painful truth. History rewards practicality faster than genius. While electricity reshaped cities, Alexander Graham Bell collapsed distance. The telephone dissolved silence between separated humans. Voices no longer required presence. Bell's invention redefined intimacy, urgency, and connection. The world grew smaller, psychologically, not geographically. From Bell's first transmission came every modern form of communication. But communication alone does not move societies. Transportation does. Henry Ford did not invent the automobile. He reinvented production. By perfecting the assembly line, Ford made mobility accessible. Movement was no longer a privilege. It became a right. In doing so, Ford reshaped cities, suburbs, work schedules, and even family life. The modern rhythm of daily existence bears his fingerprints. As machines multiplied, another invention questioned human limits. Wilbur and Orville Wright believed humans were not meant to stay grounded. Their first flight lasted seconds, but its consequences were eternal. Borders lost meaning. War changed shape. trade accelerated. The sky became territory. The Wright brothers proved that imagination could overcome gravity itself. A philosophical interruption is necessary here. Notice the pattern. These inventors did not ask permission. They did not wait for consensus. They disrupted systems, economic, social, and psychological. And disruption always creates resistance. Louis Pasteur disrupted belief itself. He challenged the idea that disease was fate or divine punishment. Pasteur proved that invisible organisms caused illness. From that insight came sterilization, vaccination, and modern medicine. Life expectancy increased, fear decreased. Pasteur did not invent health, he invented prevention. Then came Alfred Nobel, a man haunted by his own creation. He invented dynamite, believing it would end wars by making them too destructive. Instead, it empowered them. Racked by guilt, Nobel redirected his legacy toward rewarding peace, science, and human advancement. His story exposes a recurring tension. Invention is morally neutral. Its use is not. As the world entered the age of information, Alan Turing quietly redefined intelligence. Turing asked whether machines could think long before machines could speak. His work laid the foundation for computers, artificial intelligence, and modern encryption. During war, he helped break codes that saved millions. After war, he was punished by society for who he was. Turing's mind built the digital age, while his life revealed humanity's cruelty. Then came Tim Berners-Lee, who connected everything. The World Wide Web was not meant for profit. It was meant for access. Berners-Lee envisioned a global information system without gatekeepers. Knowledge was democratized. Voices were amplified. The Internet reshaped politics, culture, identity, and truth itself. And with it came a new psychological landscape humanity is still struggling to understand. Another pause is necessary. At this point, invention stops being physical. It becomes cognitive. Steve Jobs understood this shift intuitively. He did not invent the computer. He reinvented the relationship between humans and machines. Jobs fused technology with aesthetics, emotion, and identity. Devices became extensions of self. Minimalism became desire. Technology became personal. Jobs proved that invention is not just function. It is experience. But experience alone is fragile. Elon Musk, controversial and relentless, returned invention to scale. Electric vehicles, reusable rockets, neural interfaces. Musk operates at the intersection of engineering and existential risk. He does not ask what is safe. He asks what is necessary. Whether history praises or condemns him remains unfinished. But his presence reminds us the future is not neutral. It is chosen. Inventors are not heroes. They are disruptors of comfort. They collapse old systems and expose humanity to new consequences, good and bad. Every invention creates opportunity and responsibility. The modern world is not a miracle. It is a cumulative decision made by minds who dared to imagine differently and acted despite resistance. This has been a chronicle not of machines, but of individuals who negotiated with reality and won. And the final question remains: if the world you live in was designed by inventors, what kind of world are today's minds quietly building next?